Hey kids, Inverted Cal here, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm here at the original main base, and we're getting ready to start moving to the next phase of our operation. Behind me here is the bird of prey. It is fitted up. I've done a little bit of modifications to it. I don't know what the flickering is, what the flickering light is. It's really driving me mad. If it's bothering you, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. I don't know what's causing it. But anyhow, I started moving all of the contents out of the base. There's still some stuff here. It's still trying to produce stuff, but I've pretty much emptied everything out. Hopefully it'll stay removed. But I'm going to do is start disassembly of this base. But before I start that, I'm going to come over here and disconnect the bird of prey. It's just plugged in to the base. I wanted to fuel it up, recharge it a little bit. So I'll give you a quick little rundown of what I've done. I've taken, first and foremost, all of the torpedo stuff out of here. I took the welder, the grinder, the cargo things in. I did put a connector in because what I might do is see if I can squeeze that little tiny fighter that I have on the front of that thing in here, and then I'll fly that out. If not, I'll make a new probe and put that in there. The probe was destroyed, but I got a blueprint of it. I put a laser antenna on the front of this thing. Although the graphics are really horrible. For me, the graphics are all really bad on this game for rendering, which is funny, but that's okay. And I put some slopes, large angle slopes on this. This cockpit, if you're looking at the real ship, this cockpit would actually be larger. It would be longer, and there would be there's a sort of a area behind it. Like the cockpit comes back and then it tapers into this little fish area and then it goes back. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to tear all of this apart and fix it, so I just left it like this. I did add the slopes on it because I like it to look a little round and not quite so jagged. And I did patch those missing blocks in that were up here and covered that over. What else did I do? I took out these doors and I replaced them with the other type. This is the single passage set. There. They're not quite as fancy, but they work. I moved the cockpit forward slightly and I put a survival kit and air vent into this room so that I can pressurize this room. I don't know if I'm closing it all off like that, so I'll leave it pressurized or pressurize it or not, but we'll see. I didn't touch anything on this bridge. This room is still as it was. Oops. Oh, I hate the way that works. There's somewhere on this thing there's a script for running these screens. I don't know what script it is, and I don't know how to adjust it, but that's okay. And I put the floor in. This is part of that floor package, floor texture kit that we had, that I mentioned. I need to put another door or hatch or something back here to seal this up. Now there is these airtight hangar doors, but honestly I don't know where the control is to switch them, and I probably removed that control when I put the floor in, because all the controls over here got deleted. So I'll have to probably do is put some kind of lever or switch for those. These doors go outside, of course. This airlock hanger, or airlock thing, that it still needs a lot of repairs. And let's see, I put in a second cargo box, and I put in a pair of the nanite repair kits in. These are centered so that the area of effect is actually centered around the whole of the ship, so they're not quite how do you call it? Yeah, see, that'll start reinflating this room now. There we go. They're able to cover the whole front of the ship, so everything is covered, I think, up to a certain point on the wings. I still need to do something on the very tips of the wings, but that's okay. I need to put some sort of passage in here as well, an airlock of some kind that'll prevent it from venting too much space or atmosphere. The other thing I need to still think about doing is that as far as you threw it? Really? I ejected all the gravel, put a gravity field on and ejected all the gravel. I was expecting this to actually carry the gravity all the way out, but I guess that's as far as it was able to throw it. I still need to find a way to make these weapons rotate, because I do want to aim them inward slightly. Like, I want them to be sitting at an angle sort of like this, so they're aiming basically over that way. So that's something I still have to work out, but I think I'm pretty much done with everything I'm going to do on this base. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the bird of prey and move it move it away from the base and start disassembly of the base itself. So I think maybe I want to think about putting in a air hatch here. I'll have to think about that. Okay. Oh, this is attached to the base. I really wish there was a way to get this to identify the components that were part of the ship. So let's see if we can find this here. Connector. Okay, first let's do this. We'll ventilate this room. Depressurize this room. It's counting this connector as one of them, so I need to figure out what this one is. And this is for torpedo. Okay. Are we moving again? Damn it, you did this once before. It did this to me once before. It started moving and everything started cracking and banging. And oh my goodness, it was it was not a pretty sight. That needs its hull block back in place. 5, and we got to switch back to this one. Also, yeah, I put an antenna on this thing, so now it's got this antenna showing up, and I'll have to figure out how to get rid of that from showing on the HUD. There is a way to get it to not show. It's probably something really simple that I'm missing, but that's okay. Now, G menu. Oh wait, now let's go K menu, and we'll go connector. Go. I think this one is I haven't put a second one on the other wing yet. It could be wrong, it could be the right wing, but that's okay. Either way, we'll just stick this one in here, and we'll have it switch lock. And 9. And then we'll go G menu. Thrusters. Okay, I'll block groups. Something I haven't done yet. Right. I've got to remember everything is still in German here. The hell are they? That's how you say lights in German. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. That's going to take me some doing. The gyroscopes are not too hard to figure out. It's a large ion thruster, the Grobus. So if I hit thrusters, all those should be highlighted. Except for that one, apparently. Save. I'll just click on this. Make sure that's already off. So if I hit number 8, should close those. Number 1 should power the thrusters on. Change out of here, change my point of view. Now it only has a single vertical thruster, so it's not exactly going to accelerate quickly on the vertical. But that's quite all right, because that's not something I'm worried about. At least not right now. Oops. You know, when you hear sounds like that, you kind of wonder, what the heck did I just hit? So what the heck did I just hit? Drive me insane. There are things on this game that are going to drive me insane. One of the other things we have done here is, you will see I am now sporting a whole series of shiny new solar panels on top of the garbage scow. I can't remember if I showed all the modifications I did to putting in processing and all that kind of crap, but basically I've made this into a flying base craft of some sort. I haven't done much else with it, but I did transfer the inventory manager over to this craft. So now my inventory is listed here. I'm not going to put it on the other one, I'm just going to leave it on this. But I'll do is I'll dock this up to the bird of prey. But before I do that, I want to try find the entrance to this base. I want to try to see if there is a way that I can turn this base off of privately owned and convert it to convert it to nobody, right? Okay, so I want the whole base. Again, there to there. Transfer over to nobody. Yes. Okay. Now, theoretically, nobody owns this base, and I should now see both the bird of prey and the garbage scow start stripping it apart. Basically, everything of value on this base is going to be removed. I'm going to take off the guns, I'm going to take off the base repair systems. There we go. Essentially everything is going to get sucked up and pulled in by these two ships. Now I'm going to jump back into here and I'm going to aim. I have set the area of effect for two of the things to be as far forward as I can. So this actually has a really large area of effect directly in front of it. Only one directly on top of it or around it. So what I can do with this jump in the control seat and literally aim it at the base. And you should see it start stripping apart everything on this base. As you can see right now, it's pulling apart the weapon systems. The sensor should be taking apart these guns. Should be with this taking apart first. There must be one of them that's trying to repair this base. That would be counterproductive, wouldn't it? Let's check our settings. Okay, let's hide and repair. Search for repair, please. Build and repair systems. Grind enemy blocks, grind neutral blocks, remove neutral blocks. Didn't have another repair script in here someplace, did I? I don't think so. Okay, we're back. As you can see, the base is gone. Yeah, I made short work out of those two base, out of the base completely. Had a little problem with one of the nano things decided that it wanted to change orientation, and it was actually trying to disassemble things on the bird of prey. I don't know what else it managed to get, but it did get one repair system. As you can see, I have been messing with attempting to get these guns to rotate. I'm not going to say that I have been having a lot of luck. As you can see, for some reason now the ship is drifting around in the background while I try to access. Okay, rotor. Bring this up. It's actually moved to 6 degrees. I want it to move. Oh, son of a... Where is it now? It's slammed into the hull again. And it busted the guns off. Okay, see, I've had nothing but issues with this. I don't even know where the guns went to. It's like they just disappear. Poof, gone. The ship seems to suddenly start moving all by its lonesome for no reason whatsoever. And the rotor will not turn. All I want it to do is turn that like 3 or 4 degrees, but oh god no, it is turning every which way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grind all this off again for the 3rd time. Not sure what happened to my parts, and I'm a little pissed off about that, but that's okay. Now we'll see if we can get this piece of garbage to line up where I want it to line up. See, it's turning all on its own in totally different directions than where it is, where it's supposed to be. So now I have to go recharge my idiot again. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to jump into this cockpit here and recharge my guy. Shut up, woman. Thrusters are on. Move away from where this base was, so I don't bash into it again repeatedly. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go jump into the garbage scow, and I'm going to see if I can dock the garbage scow up with the wing connector here. For some reason, it is now showing. So this is something that's always irritated me about the HUD. I can't get it to not show antennas and ship names and connectors and crap. You know, like, I don't want to see every bloody connector and every bloody thing. Space engineers, you're getting on my final remaining nerve. Yeah, it's been a long day. Just remembered something. I don't have a connector on the bottom of this ship anymore. I put those cargo boxes on and I forgot to put a replacement connector on, so we'll do that real quick here. Give me a number 6. Change our color to this. Slap that there. I do want it to come up one block, that's why I'm putting that on. And at number 2, you can go there. I love this weld system. I mean, it's so nice just being able to place the block and let it do its thing and not have to fart around with running back and forth and back over and over and over and over again. Okay, and what we're going to use control panel, and we're going to call this the underside connector. Here we go. Number 4, bing. Okay, we are now locked. The 2 ships are now mated. One on top of the other, or one upside down on the other, but they are together. Okay, now there is nothing left on these ships I need to worry about. So I can turn inertial dampeners off on the garbage scow, and I could literally if I wanted to use the garbage scow to accelerate and drag the bird of prey around using the hydrogen thrusters. Which appear to be, once again, malfunctioning. Hey, yes! Once again, Space Engineers is not working! Woohoo! Figure that one out. Who knows? But as you can see, the bird of prey is using its thrusters to try and apply braking. So I have to figure out what's going on with the hydrogen thrusters on the ship, because they're not functioning the way they're supposed to. But that's okay, no big deal. This ship is small, it's compact, it has a lot of mass. My weapon system is not functioning correctly on the one side, so I've only got one set of guns. I have no point defense guns on this ship, no machine guns, no nothing. It's really a very attractive flying collection of hard blocks. Can I find jump? There it is, jump drive. We're going to snap that down into button number 5, and we're going to hit jump. Now let's aim ourselves at that dirty old rock there. And hit button number 5. Blind jump, yes. Warp drive, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. We're now that much closer to the moon. Still functioning with a ship that does not have 100% or any substantial weapons systems, and I probably haven't even got it rigged up to fire. Yeah, I don't even have it rigged up so that it's going to fire. I'm not sure even if it's reloading correctly. But hey, we've got a help signal nearby, and we're within visual range of the moon. So thanks for watching. See you on the next episode. Not sure how long it's going to be before I manage to get another one of these together. But we'll see you on the next episode, and good night for now.